Hello everyone, my name is PM Amkar. Today my topic is classification of business activities. Here this business is classified into two types. First one industry and commerce. And industry is classified into three types. Extractive industry, genetic industry. And the second industry is classified into two types. First one construction, second one manufacturing. Manufacturing classified into three four types: synthetic, processing, analytical, fourth one assembling, and territory industry is classified in one type, service sector. And this commerce is classified into two types: trade, trade is to trade. Trade is classified into two types: internal trade and external trade. Internal trade is classified into two types: wholesale and retailer. Any external trade is import and export and re-entry port. The S2 trade is classif- classified into six types: banking, transport and insurance, advertising, warehouse, channel of distribution. Here, the industry is the definition of industry is the industry is refers to the segment of the economical involved in production, extraction and processing or distribution goods and services. They have broadly classified into industries. Primary industry is the subcategory of the primary industry. There are two types: extractive industry and second genetic industries. For the first one, the extractive industry refers to branch of industry that involves a natural resources from the earth for using a manufacturing, energy production, construction and other applications. For example, min- minerals, metals and fuels are the resources harvesting directly from the nature, forestry and fishing. This the picture of the extractive industry. This and second one genetic industry. The genetic industry is refers to the sector of involved in research, development and application of this genetic science and biotechnology from various of proposals including healthcare and agricultural, industrial process and pharmaceutical. Here the picture of the genetic industries. And the secondary industry. The secondary industry involves to processing of the raw materials obtained a primary industry into finished good and semi-finished products or industry infrastructure. Some the subcategories of the secondary industry. Here the manufacturing industry involved production of goods through mechanical, chemical and biological process. There have four types of manufacturing industries: synthetic industry, processing industry, analytical industry, assembling industry. The first one, synthetic industry, is involves to creation of artificial materials, s- substance through chemical synthesis or other technological materials. For example, synthetic polymers, synthetic chemicals, synthetic fuels, synthetic texture, and synthetic biology. And the processing industry involves the activities of a raw material into a usable products. For example, food, food processing industry, text processing industry, chemical processing industry, metal processing industry, etc. And the third one is analytical industry. The analytical industries provide product and services to measure, identify, quantify, and study and chemical, physical, and biological properties of the material or systems. For example, pharmaceutical and pharmaceutical and aeronautical industry, and environmental and aeronautical industry, and food and beverage beverage of aeronautical industry, oil, gas, petrochemical and aeronautical industry, etc. This fourth one is assembly industry. Assembly industry involved which is combining pre-manufactured components into a final products. For example, automobile industry, electronic industry, computer and IT industry, renewable energy is energy industry. The tertiary industry. The tertiary industry is also known as service sector, which is focusing on providing in intangible goods and services rather than producing a tangible products. For example, healthcare and finance services, agriculture and trading, uh, transportation and logistics, information and communication technology, etc. And the second part is commerce. The definition of commerce is reference to the activities of to involved into a buying and selling and distribution of goods and services. The branches of commerce. They are broadly categorized into a two branches. First, trade. Trade is a branch of commerce. It is connecting which buying and selling goods and services are individual whose trade is called traded. There are classified into two types: home trade and foreign trade. The home trade is known as domestic and internal trade. The home is carrying in within the boundaries a national. Both buyer and sellers belong to the same country. The first one, wholesale trade. The with employ buying and selling goods and services into a large quantity. The traders is wholesale security or connecting between a products and retailers. And is retail trade. Retail trade, it is involved in sales goods into a small quantity. And the foreign trade, it refers to buying and selling goods and services between a more countries through international airports and seaports. They are categorized in broadly classified into three types. First, import. Second, export. Third, entry port. First one is import. It refers to sales goods from a foreign country. For example, India buys petrol from Iran. And second example, it refers to sales of goods to foreign trade. Example, India exports seal of to the United Kingdom. And third one, entry port. The importing buying goods from one country to the purpose of exporting selling then to other country is called entry port. And is second, S to trade. S to trade is like a help to assistant a makes to buying and trade activities into a various way of them behind a success carrying at a bit of making sure everything smoothly. The first one is banking. Banking like a financial support system for trade helps to a money transaction to provide a loan to business. And the second one is transport. The delivery tracks a movement of goods from products to stores and ships. The transportation of products between a country of the transport goods to get a warehouses are needed. And the third one, insurance. Just like getting insurance for your car and house and business, getting insurance for their goods or shipments. The fourth one is advertising. Advertising, a form of a communication, is used by business organizations or individuals to promote a products and services, an idea or brands. The fifth one is warehousing. Warehousing, like a big storage places where has a goods or keeps sells they ready to sells. They have helped to manage into a products between production and sales. The type of warehousing, private warehousing. Owner is owner and operating by a company to store its own products. Second one is public house warehousing. The owner is by third party business offered a storage and service to a multiple clients. The third one is bonded warehousing. Stores are imports goods before a custom duty are paid. The fifth one, cloud warehousing. Maintain a low temperature to store a fence- perishable items such as foods and pharmaceuticals. And sixth one is corporate warehousing. Owner is managed by groups like a farmers or small business or mutual benefits. The sixth one is channel of distribution. The channel of distribution refers to a pathway of which is goods and services to move a producers to the final consumers. It includes the intermediates such as wholesale and retailers and distribution and agents, then who facilitate the transfer of the ownership to provide a logical support. This is this is total industry and commerce topic, and here this conclusion: business business activities is broadly categorized into a industry commerce. These all activities are collectively drive of economical process. Thank you for all.